I've come down from the frozen north today. I'm going to start with a poem about being from the north. And it uses a line from the first episode of the first series of the new Doctor Who, when Christopher Eccleston said, "Lots of planets have a north." And that really did resonate with me. This is about that. Contains more information about me than you'd ever need to know. Lots of planets have a north, normally somewhere I have never been. You need a home to be an alien, sometimes averages are just me. I read Jane Eyre when I was 7. Moved on to Geoffrey Archer novels by the time I was 11. Never rebelled with drink or drugs, just Salvador Dali posters and ethnic rugs. Lots of planets have a north, normally somewhere I have never been. You need a home to be an alien, sometimes averages are just mean. I know I've got a distinctive voice, I just think it's cruel the way the word lisp has got an S in it. In a similar way to how it's cruel the word dyslexia is difficult to spell. I've got 2 webbed toes. My eye lenses are rugby ball shaped when they should be round. I think I score highly on the autistic spectrum, which I'm aware sounds like an 80s computer that refuses to network with other computers. Lots of planets have a north, normally somewhere I have never been. You need a home to be an alien, sometimes averages are just mean. I'm learning to play the ukulele. My relationship role model is Coronation Street's Roy and Hayley. I won't be able to say that much longer without Hayley has tragically died. Anyway, the relationship role model is still, just for now, Coronation Street's Roy and Hayley. I've never had a one-night stand or even a one-night snog. I prefer to swallow rather than spit, because then it saves wondering what to do with it. Lots of planets have a north. Maybe some of them will hear this verse, because every earthling is an alien to some other species somewhere in the universe. Thank you. So we realised it might be a bit early in the day. We press on, nonetheless. First got asked to do the gig on Saturday Live. It was really nice, it was really exciting, and I would come down to London and record poems in a broadcasting house, and I met, well, before that I didn't know there were actual people with names like Jeremy and Tristram, Tarquin, holding out for an Aristotle, but it's not happened yet, so it won't be too long. I did this poem on Saturday Live once as a kind of, overturn the system from within. As Leonard Cohen nearly said, "Stop mithering, I was born like this, I had no choice, I was born with the gift of a northern voice, and hearing it might make some people moan or develop irritable vowel syndrome. But I'd consider it deeply cruel if I woke up one morning sounding like Brian Sewell." It's not very easy. When you've got an advert, something to sell, you need a down-to-earth voice, a northern voice is the one you'll use. But I hope one day to hear the bong strike 10 and a northerner reading the news. I'm in the middle, I've forgotten some crucial bits of this poem, so I'm going to go to my book, because I did one bit wrong and then that makes the whole thing fall down, like a house of cards, hang on. So I met a Daily Telegraph journalist in Hull once. It was the furthest north he'd ever been, but he was all right once he was issued with a passport and a little translating machine. A northerner is allowed to host TV's culture show, but it's all right because she used to be in pop and Laurence Olivier doesn't need to know. If you escaped to Oxbridge decades ago from a northern bog or a kitchen sink, you'll have left your short A's up a gill somewhere in case they impeded your ability to think. Wordsworth came south, and his Cumbrian tones made Londoners think he was a fool. So he reflected upon his inward eye and sent his nephew to public school. But I can't complain, because even with my voice I'm poeting on the BBC. The version of this poem was written down and translated into RP. True story. Almost. I'm worried I might alienate limit my audience of Londoners now, though. Give us a shout if you're originally from the north. Well, see, it's about half and half. We could take you with thanks. Love you. We'll roll our sleeves up. It's all fine. He treads on them by accident, they slip behind the settee. They can't see out of car windows and they're lost in a crowd of 3. They're his small girlfriends, compact and neat, but I'm 5'7" with size 8 feet. He'd to rescue one from Toys R Us when she nearly fetched 10 quid. Mistaken for a Barbie doll or a life-size Cabbage Patch Kid. They're his small girlfriends, vulnerable and sweet, but I'm 5'7" with size 8 feet. He heard a scrabbling and a scratching, persistent little squeaks, not a mouse behind the cooker, someone he hadn't seen for weeks. It was his small girlfriend, delicate and neat, while I'm 5'7" with size 8 feet. He can pop them in his pocket and take them round all day. If he takes one to a theme park, he doesn't have to pay. They're his small girlfriends, economical to treat, while I'm 5'7" with size 8 feet. They make him look so masculine, they make him feel so strong. And next to their tiny tootsies, his willy looks really long. His small girlfriend's difficult to beat when you're 5'7" with size 8 feet. Thank you.